respeto. No juegue usted contra el separatismo.
Hello everyone! As we all know, these days, people have been watching TV less and less often because the internet has moved it into the background. Despite this amazing fact, there is still one weighty reason for watching TV. Which one? I am talking about funny and ridiculous moments of reporters and hosts taking place live. It's worth noting that anything can happen when you are on the air. So today, you will watch the most curious and even shameful situations that took place live. Are you ready? Let's go! This cute reporter was kissed twice by a seal. And if the first kiss was innocent and childish, the second one was already planned in an adult way.
Oh, God, giving me a kiss?
We all judge everything to the extent of our upbringing and promiscuity. However, such a sandcastle does not look completely innocent, forcing you to draw the most obscene and bizarre pictures in your head. And here we can see what it looks like when someone says, "fall into the ground." The decision to kill a mosquito in the face of his interlocutor during a live broadcast was truly brilliant. Usually, men try to kiss a woman reporter on the street, but in this case, one of the ladies decided to break the rules. The guest invited to the studio suddenly became ill and began to lose consciousness. It's good that at least someone was next to him at that moment. Animals are absolutely unpredictable creatures, and you never know what to expect from them at the most crucial moment. It was not so easy to cope with the fire extinguisher. Apparently, someone missed safety lessons at school. Surrounded by such beauties on stage, the presenter completely forgot to look at the ground. Jim Carrey moves across the stage in the studio of the famous presenter Ellen and falls in a spectacular way. In order to somehow brighten up his shame, he could not think of anything better than to say that this was part of the planned trick. Just look at these intruders. Not only did they run into the studio completely shamelessly, but they also staged an enchanting show with a fall. The man was just holding the crab in his hands when he decided to show which of them was stronger, and it should be noted that the representative of the fauna applied considerable force. Everyone tries to stand out among the crowd as best they can, even if their methods cannot be called something new or too smart. And this man decided to challenge the whole world, trying to prove that he can break a large number of coconuts for a short time. However, after all the attempts, none of the fruits were hurt. Before starting any work, it is always worth making sure that there can be no danger from the surrounding objects. And this reporter goes crazy on air when he feels an unexpected and very disturbing earth tremor. It was a real earthquake.
Okay, it appears to have stopped. We're gonna jump right in.
The man with glasses looks quite calm and unshakable, but he definitely made the day for all the other employees of the news channel. The table decided to fall on its own, also at the most inopportune moment, significantly scaring a passing studio employee. The weather forecast presenter coped with her work perfectly, but she certainly did not take into account that her dress would look too open in the video. Judging by the expression on the face of the blonde, she was clearly dissatisfied with her impudent cavalier letting his hands loose during the dance. The presenter completely forgot that she was in the air and started massaging her legs. Realizing the whole situation, it was already too late, so she had to get out of the situation. And this meteorologist was scared of the bug and behaved a little strangely, although after that, she managed to quickly return to the weather forecast. The reporter was telling something about a tree when she was bitten by an insect on her arm, and as we can see, she was too busy with that problem. I don't know if they put such an old chair in the studio on purpose, but the fall from it turned out to be very spectacular. How else to entertain yourself during a work break and cheer yourself up? That's right, you need to dance. The more active, the better.
When she starts talking back to the voices to talk to her, then
And this is the case when it's worth saying, "This is not my day at all." But as we can see, the contestant did not despair and continued her walk through the stage with a beaming smile on her lips, as if nothing had happened. Always watch where you sit, we were taught in childhood. This rule works well in adult life. Everyone can do strange things in public. The main thing is how skillfully you can get out of this ridiculous situation. These presenters should have an excellent sense of humor. Do you agree with me? The girl suddenly slips and falls off the stage. Of course, everything that is happening looks very disturbing, and we can only hope that she didn't go straight to the emergency room from the studio. It's really hard to control a big dog, especially if you're live.
Treats.
Sometimes inattention leads to the worst consequences. We wish the guy to look around him while walking. Everyone knows that animals are very unpredictable creatures, and in particular, this applies to wayward cats. You never know what to expect from them. Apparently, the girl in the video wanted to demonstrate her physical strength and capabilities, but everything didn't go according to plan. A reporter accidentally hits a large ice sculpture and it shatters. In such a situation, I sincerely feel sorry for the one who created it while spending a lot of time. 37. Right during the sports challenge in the studio, an extremely unpleasant and painful situation occurred. It's good that after such a hit, they didn't need to call a doctor. When something really bothers you, it is simply impossible to work calmly. That's just because everyone solves this problem in their own way. And this female reporter accidentally falls into the water while being live. Well, now she definitely has earned herself the fame of the most clumsy employee. There's nothing funny about flatulence under any circumstances, but when it accidentally hits the presenter during a live broadcast, it looks very funny.
Good afternoon.
It is quite difficult to perceive the weather forecast when it is led by such an amazing beauty with appetizing forms. And the main sign of the news channel could be fixed better. When you realize that you accidentally got into the frame and really want to get away as soon as possible, something will always go wrong. If you are used to actively gesticulating with your hands in conversation, it is better to immediately remove all the objects lying in front of you to a longer distance. As they say, the truth is born in a dispute. But the truth of this man, fiercely trying to prove something to someone, is that it's time for him to learn how to fix his false teeth better.
Por favor, un poco de respeto. No juegue usted contra el separatismo de esa manera.